right? We have to interpret the picture on the tarot card. The horseman, it has a horseman. It has a horseman who has a bow. What is the bow? He also has a crown. What is the crown? Is it the golden crown? Who is the guy who was given the crown? Was given to him this crown, and he went out as a victor to conquer. To conquer what? What is he going out to conquer? It's the first horse that comes into the vision. But this first horse is the first horse because it triggers off the others that are about to appear. So we have to identify the rider of the white horse, who has a crown and who has a bow. This is why I'm going to take so long. I haven't even, how many verses have I read? 3 verses. Now, if we were to look at the original Greek, okay, let me just take you, as a tarot reader, let's just examine something, shall we? I know which one. Let's choose this one. Crown. The original word that was used, crown. I'm in Strong's lexicon here, the Bible Hub, and I've clicked on this this word, which was used in the original. It was Greek, remember. So we've been taking the original Greek word, which is number 4735 in the Bible Hub, and the word for crown is Stephanos. Stephanos. Now we break down the word Stephanos. In the Bible Hub, because we're trying to get to a point here. If we can identify who's the rider and when the rider started coming out, he started coming out when there was a crown. A crown. That's when we identify the time period. What is the crown? What is the crown? Let me tell you this. I was given a crown. A virus. Like a crown. Has barbs all around it. COVID-19, I have had that severely. I had to have an operation on my lungs. I have a big scar here where they did the operation. Removed the 5th rib to get to the lungs. The lungs were drained. I survived when I shouldn't have. But I was given a crown. The time period of giving the crown was the time period of COVID-19. Not just the coronavirus, the COVID-19 I had. How did I get that? I ask myself. So a time period could start for the white horse and its rider to come out at that time. Take it or leave it. It's up to you. But let me look at this this word, this Greek word, Stephanos. The meaning, the definition is a crown. The meaning, a crown garland. You know, in the Greek times, they would weave a garland. A garland. That's what it is, a garland. He was given a garland as well. So in a tarot you can, like you say, we can read it different ways. Has many meanings which you can divert and create a story from that. But we have a beginning. We have a white horse. And we have a man riding it who has a crown and he has a bow. We identify the time period when this guy in the white horse was given a crown. Who got it, accepted, or rejected. So it's a garland. Honour represents glory. From the root word of stephos, meaning to encircle, to crown. Have we got it? Of course we have. Corresponding Greek, Hebrew. The concept of a crown in the Hebrew Bible is often represented by the word atarha. That's from the Strong's Hebrew 5850, which also signifies a crown of wealth or a wreath, often used in the context of honour and glory. How could COVID bring someone, COVID-19, bring honour and glory? Only if they survived after receiving the crown. Strong's Hebrew 5850, which also signifies a crown or a wreath, often used contexts of honour and glory. Usage. In the New Testament, Stephanos primarily refers to a crown or wreath symbolising victory, honour or reward, unlike a royal diadem, which signifies sovereignty. A Stephanos is often associated with the wreath. You know, the wreath. To victors in athletic contests, yeah? Or given a mark of honour and celebration. It is used metaphorically to describe the eternal reward or rewards and honours bestowed upon believers by God. Culture and historical backgrounds. In ancient Greek culture, a Stephanos, remember this word out of the book of Revelation, he was given a crown. This is the Greek word, Stephanos, was a wreath made of leaves or flowers, awarded to victors in athletic competitions, such as the Olympic Games. It was a symbol of triumph and achievement. In Roman times, it was also used to honour military victors and distinguished citizens. The New Testament writers adopted this imagery to convey the concept of spiritual victory and the eternal rewards awaiting believers. Do I need to read any more, Father? Read it? Okay. Stephanus 4735. Properly a wealth, wreath, a garland, awarded to a victor in the ancient athletic games like the Greek Olympics. The crown of victory versus a royal crown. Diadema is a royal crown. It's not that. Stephanus 4735 is used of a plated wreath, so it could be a plated one, plated with gold, like the one made of thorns placed around or on the head of Christ at his trial. He received a crown. This word, Stephanus, received a Stephanus, a crown, thorns. So that's just to help us see what kind of crown and what time period we can start the count. I'm not here to give you dates, but I can give you clues as to what time period we are living in right now. This is my job. Listen. And remember this. Let me show you the scripture again. So look, and there was a white horse representing righteousness, riding in on righteousness, riding in on his conquest righteously. White horse. The horseman on it had a bow. We've covered what the crown is to identify the time period when it could possibly be. I'm giving you the clue as to what's going to happen next, because if we can identify the white horse and the rider, guess what? You know what's going to happen in this period of time. I looked and there was a white horse. The horseman on it had a bow. Now listen, what is this bow? What is this bow? What I'm going to have to do is click on this bow, and it will take us to the Greek word, what was used, so we can interpret what it actually means, this bow. Okay, we've got it. It's number 5115. Doxon. Doxon. This is the Greek word. Doxon. Derived from the base of the meaning to bring forth or to produce. So bo, doxon, is to produce. The Hebrew equivalent for bow. So we're going to go to the Hebrew now. Is chesed. Chesed, Strong's Hebrews 7198. This term is used throughout the Old Testament to describe both literal bows used in battle and metaphorical bows representing God's judgment or covenant. Genesis